the appropriate way to do it.
I always thought the chair had the latitude to pick and choose what is for agenda coming up
That
the
is
next.
typically correct. Yeah, and that's why the chair has discretion on, what will be on the agenda, will be in the board packet and things like that.
Let me ask you one last question. It's personal to me. Earlier today, I voted no on the minutes because had so much things that they said we missed, and I couldn't remember. I only remember one of 4 or 5 items. So instead of saying yes and it's locked in forever, I voted no so I would have the time to go review what was being said. So now, if I wanted to ask the commissioners, if you go and make a motion that something is wrong, please let us know ahead of time so I can do homework. So I don't, stymie the commission. Would that be wrong?
I'm sorry, like if you ask it in this meeting or
I mean, just as I guess,
beforehand.
mode of operation. Like we get our agenda of last minute's meetings. We get a couple days ahead, and we already know we're going to say this is left out. Can they let the? How do they let the other commissioners know they're going to make this motion to add something in?
I think it's only appropriate at a meeting because that's the board business that, would that should be only discussed in an open meeting. So
And again, I had 4 or 5 items thrown at me. I couldn't decide, so I voted no because I didn't want to say I remember that when I really wasn't sure.
yeah, I mean, if I'm understanding, I mean, just like any item, right? If someone is an inkling of how they're going to vote or things like that, that should not be discussed outside of a board meeting. It should only be in discussions in a properly noticed meeting.
Okay, I'm satisfied, Mr. Chair.
Dylan.
And I just want to ask follow-up because I'm a part of other boards and commissions, and I feel like I guess they're different, but like if I had additions to the minutes and I sent those to the secretary so she could send it out to everyone just to be prepared, you're saying that we're not supposed to be doing that?
Sorry, maybe I misunderstood Commissioner Puna's question. I thought he was asking if it was appropriate to send it to all the other commissioners. That would be. I think if you that's an interesting question because to the extent that you're sending like a inkling of how you're going to vote, I think it skirts the line of, and then you send it out, and maybe a permissible means through the secretary, but that might invite, an opportunity to discuss or at least opine on how people are going to vote in this. I think that would be at least questionable, but I can't say with certainty that that would be impermissible to give it to the secretary beforehand. Um,
So,
Perhaps
so okay, thank you.
Yes,
Ralph.
I have a question for you.
Ralph.
I maybe, and sorry, I think that Commissioner Andreon's suggestion about sunshine law training is well taken, and that's something that we can agendize and we can have. But I mean, I just note that we're kind of getting off the agendized item right now that I think is up for as a motion in front of it. So I don't want to. I also don't want to go too off base, and we can address questions, maybe more broad sunshine questions, at that time.
So the motion on the floor is to approve Attorney Jang's
I have a question,
response
Chair.
to the,
Be recognized.
to the appeal. Yes, sir, Ralph.
Yeah, so how would the commissioners get information to the board? So in HAR 3-170, it says that anyone can write to the commission.
This is more part of a sunshine law thing rather than
This is a sunshine law. So let me ask my question. Again,
rather
you're cutting
than
me off.
the motion on the floor is to approve the Attorney General's response to the appeal 26-10.
So let me ask my question to the Attorney General. You let everybody else ask the question. So how would I get some information to the public and to the rest of the commissioners? What's the process?
Are you talking about just information in general or?
Just information. So if I send a letter, like we got 176 pages of letters. How do I get what I send onto that 176 pages? That's all I'm asking for. To have the information that I sent be put on the meeting packet. I get it, it didn't make the agenda. But after it didn't make the agenda, I asked for it to be put on the meeting packet. Then it didn't get on the meeting packet, and I asked for it to be put on the supplemental meeting packet, and then it didn't make it there. So how would I get information to the rest of the commissioners, just like the public can write in? And
That's not relevant to the motion that's on the floor.
Yes, it is, Chair. This
No,
is
it's not.
exactly
It's relevant to OIP training. This
No,
one,
it's
I
not. This
admitted,
is exactly relevant.
I admitted to sending information to the chair of the PIG. I didn't send it to the commission. I think that would have been a violation.
Yes, so let's
The
admit it.
motion on the floor is to support DAG's response to your appeal 26-10.
What you just
Other
said,
discussion on that motion is germane.
yes, so I've got a discussion item for that.
Relative to that motion.
Yes. So
Not a big umbrella. You're not going to ask a big umbrella OIP question.
my complaint, how do you get that information to the commission?
That's another question for another time. The question on the floor is whether we're going to support DAG Ching's response to that appeal 26-10. I'll entertain a roll call on that motion.
Okay. Commissioner Andrion,
No.
Commissioner Opana,
Yes.
Commissioner Kushney,
No.
Commissioner Dalton,
Yes.
Commissioner Cam,
No.
Commissioner Osterkamp,
You're muted.
Yes.
Commissioner Papalimu excused, Commissioner Sabas,
Abstain.
Chair Curtis,
Yes.
the motion passes.
The motion did not pass.
Oh, I'm sorry, it does not pass.
Okay. We'll look at 26-13. Or unless the commission wants to rephrase or direct the DAG on how to respond to that complaint.
No, we're doing it the way we're doing it.
Okay, then 26-13. Item B on Sunshine Appeals. Would you support the DAG's response to appeal 26-13?
And sorry, I should clarify that this the response that was drafted was to both 26-07 and 26-13 because both of them appeared to relate to the same allegations. So it's a joint response.
Okay, thank you. Would you care to explain the appeal and the response?
Yeah, let me find it.
Now I'm asking Mr. Ching for that.
I mean, I drafted my response. If there's any questions, I would entertain it. This generally relates to, I believe, allegations related to the August 27th meeting, where I believe Commissioner Kushney alleged that he was not allowed to testify on an agenda item and not allowed, and that also that the commission did not allow public testimony on agenda item 4 in that meeting. You can review my response, but generally speaking, regarding the second one, the second issue, as to public testimony, I believe we acknowledged that after review of the meeting, it did not provide the opportunity for the public to provide testimony on agenda item 4, which had to do with Commissioner Andrion's report. But because we discussed it, that harm was mitigated because we allowed for public testimony at the next meeting where this discussion and decision making was made. I believe, as described in as to issue number 1, that had to do with a back and forth between Chair Curtis and Commissioner Kushney, where I believe Chair Curtis ejected him because he continued to raise an issue that Chair Curtis felt was did not address the agenda item, and so I believe all I noted was that under the Sunshine Law. Specifically, HRS Section 92-3, you're authorized to remove individuals who are obstructing the agenda or I'm not quoting the exact language, but who are, I guess maybe I can. I won't try to read it, but who are obstructing the agenda. And also, I think the commission specific rules empowers, or it gives chair with that discretion to remove anyone who is, willfully obstructing the agenda. So it's kind of a very in a nutshell, or not so nutshell. It was not concise, but that's what this appeal has to do.
You got several different ones in there. They're not a part
Okay,
of.
wait. Would entertain a motion to approve the DAG's response to Appeal 26-13.
And then
Or-
perhaps, sorry, maybe I'll re-explain it as simply as I can, because I think that's what's relevant for this OIP appeal. It's the two issues are whether or not the chair, violated the Sunshine Law by muting and ejecting Commissioner Cushney from the
It's not
meeting.
part of this one.
26-7 and 13. I believe it is.
It's
And
in 15.
I'm looking at 26-7 and 13. I believe that's what chair had up. But again, and the second issue was that public comment wasn't taken on an agenda item. And so I already explained the bases for those two, but those are the kind of the two root issues of these two appeals.
I'd like to be recognized, Chair.
If you're gonna make a motion to agree with DAG's response to Appeal 26-13-7, I need a motion on the floor.
Okay. I move to approve the DAG's interpretation.
In response to Appeal 26-13-7.
Yes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion.
Yes,
Ralph, go
Chair.
ahead.
So I'm against this, and I'm going to be voting no. So the DAG's response improperly reframes clear Sunshine Law violations as discretionary meeting management, while acknowledging that public testimony was denied on agenda item 4. The response claims that the violation was mitigated by allowing testimony at a later meeting. However, the Sunshine Law requires public testimony at the meeting where the matter is considered, not retroactively. Likewise, characterizing the chair's refusal to recognize a sitting commissioner and his removal from deliberations as a permissible exercise of discretion ignores that HRS Chapter 92 protects the right of board members and the public to observe and participate in open deliberations at the time discussions are being made. So sorry about that. So procedural suppressions during deliberations cannot be excused by later votes of adjournment or subsequent meetings, as that would allow violations of openness to be cured after the fact. So you've admitted that you violated the law, and you can't say, well, it didn't cause any harm, or we mitigated that later. So you kicked me out of the meeting because I was asking you under what authority you were withholding information. And you said that you overruled me, and Robert's Rules of Order 62.6 says immediately after the chair makes a ruling, any member who disagrees with it may then move an appeal. The member does this by rising and without waiting to be recognized, addressing the chair saying, I appeal from the decision of the chair. If the appeal is seconded, which Dylan Andrion seconded that appeal, the chair must state the question on it, clearly explain the exact parliamentary question, and issue and allow permissible debate, and put the question to a vote. So what I did was I disagreed with the ruling of the chair, and I appealed the ruling of the chair. We got a second from Dylan Andrion on that, and the chair muted my microphone and kicked me out of the meeting. So are we following Robert's Rules of Order in these meetings or not? And you've already admitted to the first part, so we can't say that, oh, the harm was mitigated. And then it's very clear in Robert's Rules of Order 62.62.6 that I followed the procedure, and then you removed me because you don't like the tough questions. So again, I'm voting no on this. Thank you.
Other discussion?
Can I just say this is why I think Sunshine Law training would be so pertinent for our team. Definitely with an appeal of the chair that should have gone to a vote, and to instead mute a commissioner, I think would violate Sunshine Law. But also, just lost my train of thought here. Come back to me.
Robert's Rules of Order is superseded by the rules of the commission,
That's what I meant. Robert's
as
Rules of Order.
Mr. Ching pointed out in his response.
But also, okay, so that's what I was going to ask. So if we vote no, like we did on the other draft response, what happens next? Are we just not responding?
Yeah.
So just to,
So I mean,
to answer-
I feel
to
like
an-
this. Oh, okay.
No, to answer that, I think how it was previously handled was, I think in similar circumstances where the board wasn't able to agree or disagree on a response, our office would be compelled to just answer accordingly and try to provide just, I guess, the requested information like the minutes. But we would just note that the commission was not able to authorize a response on the merits of the appeal.
Yeah. That's right.
Other discussion, Mr. Apana?
Yeah, I just was I here when all this happened?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't remember
Oh,
this.
maybe you
Oh,
were.
you were in that
were
meeting.
here.
It was August.
Okay, so, refresh my memory, someone. Did the commission take a vote and then you wanted to appeal the vote, or the chairman just made a ruling?
He made a ruling and I appealed the ruling. Dylan seconded the ruling.
So the commissioners didn't take a vote. It was
Correct.
just the chair's ruling.
He just muted my microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, they quoted Robert's rules where the rules of the commission supersede Roberts in this case.
I
So
don't
Timo,
know.
you can
Commissioner
mute.
Apana, this is the meeting you told the chair you'd want to keep him on a tight leash.
Yeah, I mean,
To refresh the
everybody,
memory.
Wait.
the circus.
So you're saying that you can kick out anybody and we're not following Robert's rules. So you can do whatever you want and we're not following Robert's Rules of Order. That's what I'm
If
hearing.
you obstruct the agenda, I'll mute
No,
you again.
I was making the motion.
You were out of order.
No, but you appealed the ruling of the chair.
The question here is 26-13 and 7. Are you gonna give the DAG's response our authorization?
I
I'm
can't.
just showing that you're not having open meetings, so
I would ask for a roll call.
Oh, wait a sec.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Question for you. You say the rules of the commission supersede Robert's Rules of Order. What and where are the rules of the commission?
Mr. DAG Ching?
Yeah, so the commission's rules are codified under Hawaii Administrative Rules Chapter 3-170. And just to briefly expound on that, so OIP has released opinions to the effect that the Sunshine Law is ultimately what prevails in the conduct of a public meeting. The board, if they by rule adopt, Robert Rules of Order, then that would apply, but the commission's rules do not do that. So it's not bound by Robert's Rules of Order.
But there's also nothing that codifies specifically the appeal of according to the rule of the chair, right? So Robert's Rules of Order would take precedent.
There's nothing
correct?
in the Sunshine Law that has to do with that's all
Right.
under Robert's
Right.
Rules of
So we
Order,
should be following Robert's.
Can I remember?
Other discussion on supporting DAG Ching's response to 26-13 and 07?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to separate. I think 2613 is about public not being able to testify, us admitting to that and saying mitigated because we brought it up at the next meeting. I mean, I think we should take it more seriously than that. That's why I'm saying Sunshine Law training. We need to be more procedural when it comes to testimonies. I think, Chair, you've done that now since
That
that
was
meeting.
my mistake. Yeah.
But and all that to say, I think the 2613 response is good.
So you're ready to vote? In that case, I'll call for a roll call on approving DAG Ching's response to 2613 and 07.
Commissioner Andrion,
No.
Commissioner Apana,
No.
Commissioner Kushney,
No.
Commissioner Dalton,
Abstain.
Commissioner Cam,
No.
Commissioner Osterkamp,
Yes.
Commissioner Papalimou excused, Commissioner Sabas,
Abstain.
Chair Curtis.
Yes.
The motion does not pass.
On to Sunshine Appeal C, 26-15. Would you give us an overview of that, Mr. Ching? And your response?
Yeah, so this relates to, I believe it was the meeting of October 29th, 2025. I believe the main issue that Commissioner Kushney raised in this appeal was that it's similar. Chair Curtis violated the Sunshine Law by muting his microphone and removing him from the meeting. Again, I think the response is similar to what we discussed. You know, the commission's rules give the chair the discretion to remove members who are willfully disrupting a meeting or preventing the conduct of the meeting, and that's also authorized under the Sunshine Law. And so, to the extent there was no violation of the Sunshine Law, that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it.
There a motion?
Same motion.
Would entertain the motion to approve the Attorney General DAG's response to Appeal 26-15.
Yeah, so moved.
There a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Discussion.
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
So the difference here is that you don't like the content of the questions that I ask, and you rule me out of order. And like I said in my opening statement, 2 years ago, we were talking about chain of custody, and you muted my microphone. Then a year ago, I would ask for information on chain of custody. You removed me from the meeting by force. Okay, so this is a clear pattern for the public to see that you're not running meetings where we can ask questions and get answers. You're controlling every little bit of this, and you're discretionary, and now saying Robert's Rules of Order doesn't apply. So we need to get this on the agenda in the next meeting. And what rules are we following? Because you do some of Robert's Rules of Order until the question gets uncomfortable, and then you mute microphones and you cut people off. So we need to establish that in the next meeting. What rules are we following to conduct these meetings? But they're not following the Sunshine Law. And by everybody voting against this, it's proving that point.
Mr. Apana, you have your hand up?
Yep. Dylan, was I here?
October.
Yeah.
Yes, you're here. This is
That's all I
3
need
months
to
ago.
know. Okay.
Any other comments? Discussion? Entertain a roll call?
Commissioner Andrion,
No.
Commissioner Apana,
No.
Commissioner Kushney,
No.
Commissioner Dalton,
Abstain.
Commissioner Cam,
No.
Commissioner Osterkamp,
Yes.
Commissioner Papalimou excused, Commissioner Sabas,
Yes.
Chair Curtis.
Yes.
The motion does not pass.
Okay, now we're down to D, 26-12. Mr. DAG, would you explain this to us, please?
Yes, so this appeal had to do with the August 27th meeting. Actually, no, sorry, let me read this a little bit clearer. I think it was the October 1st meeting regarding the August 27 minutes more so. And basically this has to do with Commissioner Cushney's contention that the commission is improperly withholding, I think, that his proposed additions to the minutes. And I think the response is basically that just like I think I noted that there's nothing in the Sunshine Law that actually requires a board to approve minutes, but it can elect to do so, and here the board has elected to do so. And just like anything that the board that is brought to the board for approval that's subject to, a vote, and per the commission's laws, any action including, the approval of all items such as the minutes is subject to a majority vote, and which was not reached, and so there was no violation of the Sunshine Law by not including the additions to the minutes proposed by Commissioner Cushney.
Yes, Chair, I'd like to be recognized.
Go ahead, Ralph.
Yeah, I move to have the Elections Commission acknowledge that it is violating HRS 92.9 minutes. Do I have a second?
The motion
Repeat
on
that, Ralph.
the agenda item is Appeal 26-12.
Yeah, regarding minutes. So I move to have the Elections Commission acknowledge that it is violating HRS 92.9 minutes. So this is how we're supposed to reflect our minutes. So my motion is to say that we are not following the Sunshine Law regarding posting minutes.
And DAG's response to that question?
No, it's a separate motion. So Dylan seconded me. So it goes.
So wait. We have one motion regarding this Appeal 26-12, yeah?
No, I made a motion. Do you have a topic? I made a motion.
That was I thought that was a motion made on the floor for discussion.
No, we have not.
Oh, okay. Then I'll entertain a motion for this Appeal 26-12 to approve the DAG's.
No, I already made a motion. It was seconded, Chair. The motion is that we acknowledge that we're violating 92.9 minutes.
And there was a second?
Yes, Dylan.
I didn't. I just asked for you to repeat the motion, but I can second it for discussion.
Discussion. Ralph, go ahead.
Yes, Chair. So 92.9, I'm going to read the statute. It says the board shall keep written or record minutes. And the requirement is the date, time, and place of the meeting. The members of the board recorded as either present or absent. The substance of all matters proposed, discussed, or decided, and a record by individual member of any votes taken. If an electronic audio recording, a link be provided for that. And then number 5, any other information that any member of the board requests to be included or reflected in the minutes shall be included in the minutes. It's pretty simple. And you can reflect it that way, that Commissioner Cushney requested these items to be in the minutes. So the law is pretty clear that we're supposed to record all the substantive things that happen in a meeting, including whatever a commissioner asked to be on. So that is 92.9-5. So I'm just saying we're violating that. We voted against following that. So let's just admit that we're violating the law and move on. Send it to the OIP.
Okay.
Other discussion?
Call for the question.
I need 6 votes to end the discussion. Then I would ask for a roll call to end the discussion, call the question and the vote. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Andrion,
Yes.
Commissioner Apana,
Yes.
Commissioner Cushney,
Yes.
Commissioner Dalton,
Yes.
Commissioner Kam,
Yes.
Commissioner Osterkamp,
Yes.
Commissioner Papalimou excused, Commissioner Sabas,
Yes.
Chair Curtis.
Yes.
Motion passes.
So I'll call a roll call on the motion that were illegal regarding our minutes.
Okay, regarding minutes. Commissioner Andrian,
Yes.
Commissioner Apana,
No.
Commissioner Kushney,
Yes.
Commissioner Dalton,
No.
Commissioner Cam,
Yes.
Commissioner Osterkamp,
No.
Commissioner Papalimou excused, Commissioner Sabas,
No.
Chair Curtis.
No.
Motion does not pass.
So we're back to item D on the agenda.
I move to approve the AG's letter.
Is there a
Second,
second? Discussion.
Chair, I'll be
Yes.
voting the same as the last one since it's almost.
Yes, Chair.
Yes, Ralph.
So the DAG's response mistakes the issue by treating the Sunshine Law as a discretionary voting matter rather than a mandatory transparency requirement. HRS 929 requires meeting minutes to accurately reflect what occurred, including motions, objections, and material procedural events such as commissioners being denied recognition, muted, or ejected. A majority vote cannot lawfully erase those facts from the public record. Noting that a motion was considered or rejected does not satisfy the statutory duty to produce accurate minutes of the meeting itself.
Other discussion. Dylan.
Sorry, Chair.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sabas.
Yeah. What meeting was this related to?
Everyone.
I'm
I'm sorry. So this appeal is specifically relating to the October 1st meeting and the consideration of the August 27th, the minutes for the August 27th meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Chair, I just want to state, sorry, I was confused about what appeal we're looking at. In this case, I do see the Deputy AG's response is sufficient. I do agree that we are not doing due diligence with our meeting minutes, and I think we need to approach that differently. I mean, what body can't approve their own minutes and just put in facts? But I have been a part of other boards where the body doesn't formally adopt the meeting minutes because there's not an agreement, and then those meetings remain in draft form and are not official record, as a matter of fact, because the body never approved to formally adopt it. So I think this is pretty straightforward, and I'll vote to approve the Deputy AG's response.
Other discussion. I'll ask a roll call on the motion.
Commissioner Andrian,
Yes.
Commissioner Apana,
Yes.
Commissioner Kushney,
No.
Commissioner Dalton,
Yes.
Commissioner Cam,
No.
Commissioner Osterkamp,
Yes.
Commissioner Papalimou, excused, Commissioner Sabas,
Yes.
Chair Curtis.
Yes.
The motion passes.
And that ends our agenda, so I'll
Mr. Chair,
adjourn the meeting.
Wait.
Mr. Chair, can I formally welcome Miss Dalton to a wild thing? Congratulations.
Move
You might
to,
not know what you've signed up for, Commissioner Dalton.
I move to adjourn.
Can we
Wait
get
a
some
sec,
items?
my
for
hand
next
is up.
meeting, please?
The agenda is ended. I'll adjourn the meeting and see you next month.
Next
Aloha.
one. Aloha.